Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay guys, so Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So today's lesson we're going to be covering la. Okay, la. La is like that. And la in the Arabic language means, you guys know? Yep, it means no, negating. So this is what basically la is about. It's about negation. So this is part of what we call the mansubat. So the mansubat, one of them is words which are affected by la. So la in the Arabic language comes for many meanings. But here, we're only going to be looking at a specific type of la. Okay, so this la is known as la negating genus. La negating genus. Yeah, or it's known as nafi الجنس. لا نفي الجنس. This is the one that we're focusing on today because this is a type of mansubat. Yeah, mansubat. Okay, this is a category of mansubat. So from those words which are in the nasab state. So basically, I'm just going to be explaining to you guys, like I always do, according to how the author of the book, the author of Ajurrumiyyah, how he explains it. So I'm not going to be adding extra things that other books mention, and other books do mention other things. But like I told you guys before, if I go into all what the other things are doing, then I'm not explaining the text here. I'm giving you my own extra words, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to give you just to understand this text. So mansubat, when it comes to the mansubat, there are two things that you have to remember about la nafi al-jins, right? Two conditions. Okay, so condition number one, right? This la has to appear immediately before a nakira word. Immediately before a nakira word. Yeah, immediately before a nakira word that does not have a tanween. So no tanween on there. You know what tanween means, yeah? Double vowels. So that's the first condition. So for example, like, let's say for instance, in the Quran, Allah says, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ. Okay, so raib has a single fatha. Yeah. Single fatha it takes. Okay, so the word before the la is nakira. So if I draw a line there, going all the way up to there, you can see over there, it's the nakira. The nakira. Yeah, nakira means it's not ma'rifah, it's not definite, it's indefinite. And it has no tanween. Yeah, single vowel. Okay, and the second rule that you have to remember, is the la must not be repeated. La must not be repeated. You know what repeated is? Yeah? Okay. So la must not be repeated. Okay, the la. So here you have, how many la's do you have here? You have one la. So la. Yeah, Teletubbies, la. You can't have a la. You can't have two la's, one la after the other. So what does this mean? So for example, like, sometimes in the Arabic language, you can get double la's, but not one after the other. We're not talking about one after the other. In the sense, for example, I have a one la here, and then I have a word, and then I have another la there, then I have a word. So you have two la's there. Okay, so if you ever get two la's like that, then you don't use this. Yeah, you don't, you don't apply this rule. Yeah, so if you do have two la's, then you give it tanween, normal. So for example, like, yeah, لا كتاب ولا قلم. Yeah, you don't say لا كتاب ولا قلم. So لا كتاب ولا قلم. Now, is this always a rule? Do you have to do this? We're going to go according to what the author is saying, right? So this is something which he's mentioning. So we're going to mention a bit more about what he says. So the two things you have to remember are these two. Number one, it must appear before, the la must appear before the nakira. Yeah, so here, before nakira. Number two, la must not be repeated. Yeah, and that's basically what you have to remember for this. So if you ever have this sentence, if you ever have this la nafi al-jins, then what it does, what does it do? It gives a single fatha. Single fatha to this word. Now, what is this word? So this word, you call it the ism. You call this word the ism of la. So rayba is the ism of la. Okay, and the word that appears after it will be the khabar of la. So la rayba fihi is the khabar. Fihi, that's the khabar there is. So la rayba is the ism of la, and fihi is the khabar. And we want to focus on the ism only. So the ism of la, nafi al-jins, is mansoob. It's one of the mansoobat. That's all he wants to say. And that's basically what the lesson today is about. Very easy lesson. So, don't need to stress ourselves too much over today's lesson. Okay, so let's look at the text then. Are you guys with me? You guys understanding it? So let's look at the text then. So he says, Babu la. This is the chapter to do with la. La negating genus. Yeah, so he doesn't mention la negating genus, but you can put it in, because that's how it's understood everywhere else. So you can just add in there, wait a minute, he's talking about la negating genus. Okay, excellent. Alright. I'lam, know, anna la. So which la? La negating genus. Tansibu nakirat. Yeah, it gives nasab. Yeah, it gives nasab to nakira words. So raib is a nakira word. It's given it nasab. Bi ghayri tanween. But you have to remember that nasab is without a tanween. No tanween, like we said. Yeah, no tanween. When إذا باشرت النكرة, if or when it touches, basharat means to touch. Basharat النكرة, it touches the nakira. So when it comes next before the nakira, then. So like I said to you, if you have a ma'rifah, if for example, like I said this, if I wanted a word like al-raib, if I said ar-raib, raib means doubt, by the way. Just before some of you guys ask, what does raib mean? It means doubt. So if I say la ar-raib, I can't say fatha, I have to say dhamma. La raibu. Yeah. So that's why it said إذا باشرت النكرة, when it comes and touches a nakira. ولم تتكرر, and it does not repeat itself, meaning the la does not repeat itself. La nahu la rajula fi الدار, like this example. La rajula fi الدار, no man is in the house. So what's the meaning of la negating genus then? So the meaning is that wherever this la appears, it negates all individual or anything of that type. So if I said to you la rajula fi الدار, this means there is no man at all in the house. Yeah, no man at all. Now if I had said la rajulun, yeah, if that was a tanween, so let me write it here. If I had said la rajulun fi الدار, then this would not be la negating genus, first of all. And the meaning now would be there is no one man in the house. There might be two, like let's say there's two men in the house. And I say la rajulun fi الدار, that means there's no one man in the house. There's more than one man in the house, but there's not a single man in the house. As in, there's not one man in the house. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, might be more than that. So you see the difference. But if I say to you la rajula, like this over here, yeah, with a single fatha. Okay, that means there is no man at all. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not a million. Ghar mein koi aadmi nahi hai. You guys understand that, yeah? You like the Urdu? Dropping in the Urdu ones there, guys. Yeah. Make you guys feel at home. Make some of you guys feel at home. So, la rajula fid dar. There is no man at all in the house. So that's basically what la negating genus does. Okay, and I said to you, if the la repeats, then it doesn't give this effect. If the word after the la has an al, again, it does not give this effect. Yeah. Okay. And if it does not have a single fatha, if it has two dhammas or something else, it does not give the effect. فَإِن لَمْ تُبَاشِرْهَا. If it does not come before it, meaning if the la does not come before the nakira, wajaba, or if the word does not come before la, with la even. Like let's say for example, like over here, look. La rajula fidda. Look where rajul is. There. Look where rajul is. Look where la is. Yeah, are they next to each other? No, they're not next to each other. So because they're not next to each other, you can't apply the rules. Sorry, mate. Rules do not apply. Doesn't matter how much you cry. Look at that. Rhyming as well. I'm a rhymer. So look at that. Where's my cat? Okay. My rhyming has ended now. So فَإِن لَمْ تُبَاشِرْهَا. If it does not come before it, meaning if the la does not come before nakira, wajaba raf'u. It's necessary to give the word rafa. Yeah, rajul. Give it marfu. So it can't be in the mansub state anymore because it hasn't fulfilled the criteria. وَوَجَبَ تَكْرَارُ لَا. And then you have to repeat the la as well. The la must be repeated. So you got to say la twice. That's why over this example. Notice. La فِي الدَّارِ رَجُلٌ وَلَا إِمْرَأَةٌ. A man is not in the house, nor is a woman. Yeah. So la فِي الدَّارِ رَجُلٌ means a man is not in the house, nor is a woman. Okay, so that's what he's trying to say. Yeah, when the conditions are not found, this is what happens. فَإِن تَكَرَّتْ لَا. Okay, what if la is repeated? جَازَ إِعْمَالُهَا وَإِلْغَاؤُهَا. If la is repeated, you have a choice now. جَازَ إِعْمَالُهَا. You can apply la, or you can cancel la. Ilgha means to cancel. Yeah. So have you ever seen, like, if you got an Arabic computer or Arabic software, it says like, what do you say? تطبيق or إلغاء. Yeah, تطبيق or إلغاء, or نعم or something like that. Okay. The text, inshallah, just put it on the comments, inshallah, and I'll give you a link to it, inshallah. You can get it online, inshallah. You just type in Ajurrumiyyah, inshallah, you get it. Okay, so فَإِن شِئْتَ قُلْتَ. If you want to say, in شِئْتَ قُلْتَ means this. If you want, قُلْتَ, you can say. Yeah, in شِئْتَ قُلْتَ. No. Sounds a bit dodgy in English. In شِئْتَ, you don't want to say that. So in شِئْتَ in Arabic means, if you wish, قُلْتَ, you can say, La rajula. Notice. Yeah, he's applied the rule to it. Yeah, la rajula. Remember he said you can apply it or you can cancel it. La rajula fi dari wala imra'a. Yeah, wala imra'atan is supposed to be. You can't see it. It's supposed to be done. There is no there is no man at all in the house and no woman. Okay, that's what it means. Wa in shi'ta. And if you want, قلت, you can say لا رجل. Yeah. لا رجل. You cancel it out now. You haven't applied the la. ولا امرأة. Yeah. So this is basically what it's on about. This is what it's saying. So when you repeat the la, then you got a choice there. Yeah, you got a choice. And that's it. That's what the lesson is all about. So I'm going to show you a little trick here. Do you guys want a trick? Yeah, if you guys want me to show you a trick, I can show you a trick. If you don't want me to show you a trick, don't worry, I won't show you a trick. So basically, you know, with this repeating of la, okay, so we've understood the whole concept. The khulasa, the summary, is basically this. That if you want to use la nafi al-jins, number one, the nakira word has to appear after it straight away. Yeah. And number 2, you don't repeat la, because if you repeat la, then you got a choice there. Yeah. And if you don't bring the nakira word after it, if you bring a ma'rifa word with the al, or if you bring the nakira word later on, then what happens is that then it's not going to work. Yeah. So I'm going to show you a little trick here, guys. This is a trick. Yeah. Not a Paul Daniels magic trick, or what's that other guy that climbs on buses and things and does stupid things. Yeah, I'm not going to do one of those. I'm going to show you a proper trick. So, okay. You know la, if la repeats itself, la repeats itself twice, there's 5 possibilities of how you can deal with this. There's 5 possibilities of how you can deal with this. Yeah, so if you write this down, so 5 possibilities of how la works. Yeah, so what am I doing, guys? What's this? Yeah, all I have to do that. Yeah, do that. And there you have it. Look at that. Yeah. There you have it. 5. Okay. So there's 5 possibilities. This isn't for a beginner, okay, by the way. Just a disclaimer. This isn't for a beginner. This is for someone who knows what I'm talking about. Right? So if you know what I'm talking about, you understand. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just follow. Okay, so here, right, I want you to write this. Ba, okay, like this. Ba, baba. Yeah, you know baba. Baba, ba, ban, ba, bun. Okay. Baba, baban, babun. Bun, 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 ba. Okay, everyone got that? So baba, babun, babun. Bun bun, bunba. So basically like this. There was a baba. You know what baba is, yeah? There was a baba, and he wanted a baban. So he knocked on the babun. Yeah, the door, babun. See that? And Bunbun, his next door neighbor, whose name was Bunbun, he said to him, Bunba. Yeah, Bunba. So Baba wanted a baban, and so he went to the babun, and his next door neighbor Bunbun said to him Bunba. Right, so why am I saying this for? These are the 5 possibilities of the combinations of what you can bring after a repeated la. Yeah, so how does this work? So look at this now. You know the famous statement, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. This is an example that students get messed up all the time. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Okay, so this is how it works. So la hawla wa la quwwata. Yeah. Ba. Okay, then ba ban. Yeah, so we're gonna write la hawla wa la quwwatan, because that's ban. And la haw, what are you gonna do here? La hawla wa la quwwatun. And over here, la hawlun wa la quwwatun. And finally, la hawlun wa la quwwata. Yeah, so these are the 5 different combinations of how you can say la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Yeah, you guys only know one way, but now I've taught you 5 ways of saying it. And this is something that comes in the books of Nahu. First of all, students find it difficult to memorize the combinations. So I've given you a very easy way to memorize it. And secondly, why is this combination like this for? Why is there no sixth combination or seventh combination or eighth combination or ninth combination? So this is something that requires studying a bit more advanced level. So I'm not going to go into that because that would take me at least 15 to 20 minutes to explain this in detail, right? So if you want to do advanced, then you can wait for some advanced course, inshallah, or you can read some advanced course if you like. Okay, so that's basically the lesson. Yeah, that's what the lesson is all about. So now if you go into the Quran, you will find laws being used in different ways. So this topic is talking about those laws that appear before isms, okay? Yeah, those laws that appear before isms, not the laws that appear before fi'ls. Okay, this is what we're talking about. So let me summarize again. So la negating genus, this is one of the mansubat. This is one of the types of the mansubat. And this, two things you have to remember this. There has to be a nakira word straight after the la. Yeah. And no tanween on there. And number two, the la must not repeat itself. If it repeats itself, then there's different combinations that you can have. So if la does appear before a nakira and it has single, so then you say single fatha. La rayba. Yeah, mansub. Okay, and you technically, this is the technical way of saying this. The technical way of saying this is you say that this is mabni al al-fath. Again, you don't have to learn this, but this is for those people who know what we're talking about. Mabni ala al-fath. Ala fathatin or al-fath. This is mabni al-fath. It has a single fatha. And that's it, guys. So jazakumullah khair. I hope you guys understood that. Hope it makes sense. Inshallah, there's only hopefully, how many lessons are left? So let me just have a check. Yeah, there should only be about 3 lessons left now. Hopefully, inshallah. So just 3 lessons left, and then this book, hopefully 3, I think. Yeah, and then it's over. Check. Okay, doesn't want to move. Alright, anyway. You got the idea, guys. Yeah, the previous classes are recorded. If you go to my YouTube channel, inshallah, on the YouTube channel, you can watch them all. Alright, guys, jazakumullah khair. Take care, inshallah. Remember your du'as. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.